Hello my students, how are you? Today we'll explain from weekly assessments number 3 in this week 2026. First, choose the correct answer. If f is a function from x to y, x we called it what? X we called it the domain of function of f. Okay, and y we called it the opposite domain or codomain function. Okay, and the image we called it the range. The answer here will be letter B. Then x we called it the domain of the function of f. Okay, question number 2. If 2 sine x equal 1, where x is a positive acute angle, what is the value of x? Then x equal what? We know sine of equal 30. We can divide it first by 2 to cancel the coefficient of this function. We have 2 sine x equal 1, we must divide it by 2. Then sine x will be 1 over 2. Okay, look at here, we have sine x equal 1 over 2 half, and then the value of x is a measure of angle x equals 30 degree, because sine 30 equal half. Okay, choose letter E. Second question, answer the following question. If x equal set of 1, 3, negative 2, y equal set of negative 2, 8, 2, negative 8, and r the relation from x to y, where a relation with b means b equal twice a subtract by 4. For every a belonging to x and b belonging to y, write the relation r and represented by diagram. Okay, listen to me. We have two sets, x and y, and he tell us x here equal 1, 3, negative 2, a belonging to the set of x and b belonging to set of y, and give me the relation here b equal 2a minus 4. Then we can find the relation by write all orders here. It's first order, and also we can complete. So we must start at point here a. Put a equal 1. 2 times 1. When we put x equal 1, then the image will be what? Put x equal 1. Look here, we have x here equal 1. Put x equal 1 in this relation. Okay, the equation b equal to a minus 4. Put a equal 1. 2 times 1, 2. 2 minus 4 equal negative 2. And negative 2 belonging to y. Then the first order 1 and negative 2. And second, we must put x equal 3. Put equal 3 here. 2 3 6. 6 minus 4 equal 2. Then when we put x equal 3, then the image will be 2. 3 times 2 6 minus 4 equal 2. And also we must put x equal negative 2, because negative 2 belonging to set of x. Put x here equal negative 2. Negative 2 times 2 negative 4. Negative 4 plus negative 4, it will be negative 8. Okay, we have 1 and negative 2, 3 and 2, negative 2 and negative 8. And we can draw a rhodogram. We called it a rhodogram. Draw vertical. First we have first set x and second y, all elements of x, 1, 3 and the negative 2, and y equal negative 2, 8, 2 and the negative 8. And then we can join to find the image. 1, 2, negative 2, this is the image, and 3 and 2, negative 2 and negative 8. Okay, it's the first question. Second question here, you want to choose that r function it's a domain or not. Yes, r is a function because each point belonging to, or each element in x belonging to the relation, or each element has one ray from x to y, right? Yes, because each element of x has one image in y. Understood? We called it ray because its element or each element in X has one image in Y. Next question. Look at with me. Next question here. Number 2, which of the following relations represents a function from X to Y? If the relation is a function, find its range. Okay, first, not function. Not we have here not function, okay? Because one has two image. Relation number 2 is a function because each element in X has one ray to Y. And relation number 3 not function because element 2 hasn't any element in Y, hasn't any image in Y. So he won't find which of the following relation represent the function from X to Y. Write relation number 2. And if the relation is a function, find the range. Okay, we can find the range. Range will be the image. The image here 2, 4, and 6. It's the image 2, 4, and 6. Okay, it's the image. Here we call this the range. Next question number 3. If half cosine X equal sine 60 square, it to cosine 60 subtract by 1045. We can find the value of X. Okay, we can write half cosine X equal sine 60 equal half or root 3 over 2 sine 60. If we draw right angle triangle, we have 30 and 60. It will be 1 and 2, and here root 3. Sine angle 60 root 3 over 2 or power 2. e to cosine 60, it will be half adjacent over hypotenuse. Subtract by 1045, it will be 1 from right angle triangle which isosceles sides. We can write half cosine X equal root 3 over 2, it will be 3 over 4 plus half minus 1. Then we can write cosine X equal 3 over 4 plus we can product by 2 numerator and denominator. Here it will be 2 over 4 minus 1. Then half cosine X equal 3 plus 2, 5. 5 over 4 subtract by 1, it will be 4. And then we can divide it by half or product by 2 to cancel half here, okay, times by 2. We can cancel, then the value here cosine X will be equal 2 times 4, it will be half. Then we can find the measure of angle X by right shift cosine 1 over 2, it will be 60 degree. The measure of angle X equals 60, right? Use calculator to find the measure of angle X by right shift cosine 1 over 2. Next question. Group letter B first. Choose the correct answer. We have here if is a function from set X to Y, then Y we called it domain of function. Codomain. Okay, we called it codomain, but X we called it domain, and Y codomain function. Choose letter D. Choose letter D. Okay. Next question. If 2 cosine X equal 1, where X is a positive acute angle, then the value of X or the measure of angle X equal, we must first divide it by 2. Then cosine X equal 1 over 2. Right shift cosine, the measure of angle X here equals 60 degree. Angle X equals 60 degree. Next question, second. Answer the following. We have function X and Y. The relation between them, E is a factor of P because or to X and pointing to Y. We can raise the relation here. He tells us in the example E is a factor of P, like 2 is a factor of what? 2 factor of 8, and also 2 factor of 6 because 6 can divide by 2 and 8 divided by 2. And also we have 10, 2 and 10 because 10 can divide by 2. And then we can write also 3 with what? 15 can divide by 3 and 6. You can write 6 and 3 and 15. Okay, and 4, no, we haven't any number can divide by 4. Then this relation, he won't find the answer and then draw diagram here to find the answer. We have two functions x and y. The element here 2, 3, 4, and we have 8, 6, 10, 11, and 15. And then we can find the image here, draw from 2 to 8, 2 to 6, and also 2 to 10, and the image from 3 to 6 and 3 to 15. Then the relation between them here, we can write this relation, this function, not function, not function, because the image like 2 has 1, 2, 3 image. We must find one image of each point. Okay, we can write here, it's not function. It's not function. Why? Because the element 2, because 2 has 3 image in y, so it will be not function, because like this we can also 3 has 2 image, or 4 hasn't any image. Okay, right, any reason is right. Okay, next question. Which of the following relations represent a function from x to y? The relation will be what? We haven't here. We haven't, because A has 2 image and B has 2 image. And here we haven't any image. So no function here. No function. No function. We haven't any function here. No function. Next question, number 2 or number 3. If sine x equal sine 30 cosine 60 plus cosine 30 sine 60. Right, sine 30 half, reduced by cosine 60 half. Cosine 30 equal 1 over root 3 over 2, and sine 60 root 3 over 2. Then we can write sine x equal 4th and 3 over 4, it will be 1. Then sine x equal 1. And the measure of angle x equal what? It will be 90 degree. But we have 2 here first. We must divide it by 2. We must divide it by 2 first, then 2 sine x equal 1. We can divide it by 2, then sine x will be 1 over 2. Then you can find the measure of angle x, right? Shift sine. The measure of angle x equals 30 degree. Shift sine half will be 30 degree. Next question. Group letter C. If E a function, if is a function from x to y, then the set of image of elements of x by function we called range. We called it the range. He asked about the image. The image here we call it the range of the function. Choose letter E. Next question. X equal 1 over root 3, then x will be equal, we can write shift 10, 1 over root 3, and the angle here will be 30 degree. Using use calculator, shift 10, 1 over root 3, it will be 30. Then he won't find 8 cosine 2x. We can write 8 product by cosine 2 product by angle 30. 2 times 30 equals 60. Then we can write 8 cosine 60, it will be half. Half of 8 equal 4. Then the answer here will be 4. Choose letter C. Next question. So the following question. Okay, we have x and y, and the relation between them, its meaning A is the divisor of B. We can write the relation here like 2 is divisor divisor of 4b. Divisor of is meaning each element in y can divide it by elements in x by no remainder. Okay, we have a remainder like 2 and 16. 2 and 16. 16 can divide it by 2, and also write 10. 10 can divide it by 2, and we can write all digits 2 and 24, and also 2 and 30. Okay, we have 5 and 30. 30 can divide it by 5, and 8 here. 16 can divide it by 8, and 24 can divide it by 8. It's relation, and then we can draw row diagram between two sets. First set here and second set. The first set we call that x. First set x and y. The elements of x and y we can write all them. Okay, you must use ruler to find the answer. Okay, but not your hand. Use ruler to draw like this. Okay, use ruler. Next question, we have here 2, 5 and 8, and right here the image 16, 10, 24, 30, and then joined between each point here like 2, the image with 16, 2 and 10, 2 and 24, 2 and 30, and also 5 by 30. Okay, not function. Why not function? Because 5 has one image, or we can write 2, because 2, the element 2 has 4 image. And why? Not function. This relation not function here. Okay, next question. Number 2, which was the following, or the following relations represents function. We have relation number 3. It's a function. Why relation 3? Because each element in the set of x has one image at y. Okay, and then we can find the range. The range here will be 2 only. We have one image for all elements in x. Okay, next question number 3. If half, we have half cosine x equivalent sine 60 power 2 plus cosine 60 subtract by 1045. We can write half cosine x equals sine 60 equal what? Equal root 3 over 2 all power 2 plus cosine 60, it will be half 1045 1. Then we can write half cosine x equal 3 over 4 plus half minus 1, 3/4 plus half. Half it meaning 2 over 4. Then we have 5 over 4 minus 1, it will be fourth. Then half cosine x equal fourth. We can product by 2 to cancel half. Then cosine x equal 2 times fourth equal half. So we can find the measure of angle x. Shift the cosine half, it will be 60 degree. Then the answer here will be 60 degree about this question. Okay, it's last question about model number letter C. Okay.